And we're here, baby. We are live. It's Tuesday. We're ready for another freaking fantastic live stream. How's everyone's night going so far? Hopefully your night is as good as mine because I'm having a great night right now. Who we got in the chat so far? Let's see. E. Sanchez, Red Lion, Tactical Airsoft. What's going on, guys? Tactical J, Tongue Smiley Face, Big Bertha, Daniel Silva. Good to have everyone here. Again, guys, we're going to be waiting a few more minutes before we officially begin. Do me a favor, go ahead and share this around with as many people as possible. Let people know that we're going live tonight. If they want better chances of winning this week's live stream giveaway, they're going to want to make sure that they are watching. They're going to want to make sure that they are watching for the exclusives. RPG lovers, hello, hello, hello. Jaw, good to see you as well. Nothing but the truth. Sup, Victor Montes, what's going on, dude? THX Master Red, hello, hello. Been a while. It has been a while. It has indeed been a while. Happy to have you here. Galen Nil, what's up, dude? Good to have you here as well. Happy to have everyone. Jack McGrail, Fart on Live. Believe it or not, I have done it before, but just you could never tell because I made sure to keep that shit silent. Absolutely silent. Brandon, good morning. Morning. Over here, it's nighttime, but over there, good morning, good morning, morning. Carter Paisano, what's up, dude? What's up? Good to have you here as well. We got a cool little stream planned for every single one of y'all. It's a Q&A live stream today. It's going to be very, very fun, especially because I actually do have a special guest on for tonight. If you've been keeping up with our social media, or if you just read the title, you would know that tonight we have our boy RGK hopping in on a stream. It's been a hot minute since I've had a guest on. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been able to get a guest on for one of these streams. So RGK was gracious enough to go ahead and give us some of his time. So we're going to be asking and answering some questions as well, because I have questions for him as well. Let's see. What the fuck? Do I let it... Do I let... What the hell no? No, I do not. What kind of question is that, Gabe? I do not let it crust. What the heck? When we get all these new Lancer Gen 4 with Asters, like the Valiant Rifle. Well, the Gen 4 with Asters, Wartag speaking, already released, but the newer versions, that should be coming out, I believe, in the next, maybe, I think they're going to start coming out in the next 2 months, if I'm not mistaken. Again, could be wrong on that. I could be wrong on that. Don't have the exact ETA. I believe around the start of Q2, maybe, so like in another month or two. I believe that's when we're supposed to be getting them in. Let's see here. Dartree, my boy. Good to have you here as well. Mad Boy, Epic Fail 989. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good news, everyone. Oh, dude, I am so pumped for tonight. This guy, Def, let it crust 100%. Oh, what the... What the fuck? Jesus Christ, dude. Rusty, hello, hello, hello. Good to have you here as well. Guys, it looks like we're at 30 concurrent viewers and going up from there. Guys, make sure to leave a like on this live stream. It lets us know you guys want us to continue doing all this good stuff. In addition to the giveaways and, of course, extra opportunities to win said giveaway as well. Definitely on my list from Airsoft. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Justin Wilson, what's going on, dude? Good to have you here as well. I'm cleaning my rifle as I wash this. That's exactly what you got to do, man. That's exactly how it be. Got to be tuning up your airsoft guns, getting ready for the next airsoft skirmish while also listening in on these live streams. That's what it was designed for, man. It was meant to be a nice little cool little hangout spot just for everyone to just kind of come together, hang out, and talk some airsoft, man. And, of course, whatever shenanigans we feel like talking about at that time, of course. All right, guys, why don't we go ahead and officially start. Welcome to another freaking fantastic live stream. It's a Q&A live stream, and a special one at that, because I'm going to be joined by my friend RGK, Random Guy Kevin. I'm going to be dialing him up in just a second here. But during this duration, for all my newbies that are just joining in right now, welcome to the Mayo Gang Collective. This is the best spot to be, man. This is the best spot to be on YouTube right now, especially if you guys want to win a YouTube unboxing mystery box as part of our live stream giveaway. What exactly is our live stream giveaway? There we go. I'm going to copy that and leave that link in the live chat for all y'all to take a look at. Our live stream giveaway. We've been doing it for years now at this point. Literally years. Right? Any $20 or greater order that you place starting today. Orders, entries start only today until Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But they're starting today. And during the duration of this live stream, from when we started at 7:30 until today, 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Any $20 or greater order that you place will get you an entry, but only during this time frame will a $50 or greater order, right? Every $50 you spend will be getting you 2 entries. We're going to get you double the entries. So don't miss out and make sure you take advantage of the promotion. It's literally right there. It's literally right there. Not only that, any order $179 or more, you know the deal, automatically qualifies for free shipping. Not only that, but you can also use coupon code 2025 at checkout to get yourself an additional 10% off. So don't miss out on all the savings that we have available. There's so many new, cool, and interesting items that we have at airsofting.com. Of course, I will leave a link to the new products page on the site as well. Leave it in the live chat. So many cool, new, amazing items that we got. Everything from new AEGs, GBB, SMGs. You know I'm all about that as well. New tactical gear, new accessories as well. Again, there's a lot of cool stuff that I want to go over. But biggest thing right now, let's go ahead and give our boy RGK a call. Make sure that he is ready to go. Let's go ahead and do a video call because man loves to show his handsome face. Let's go ahead and pull this aside. Let's pause that and get our boy on here. Let's raise his volume up. Let's go ahead and give him so I can call. Hello, is this a Mr. RGK?
Hello.
What's going on, man? Good to see you.
Hi. I'm good. Yourself?
I am doing A-okay. It has been a fairly decent day at work today, and I'm just happy to be here stream. Let me move you over to the side so everyone can see you. How do I move this out? Full screen. Okay, yeah. I'm going to full screen it. I'm going to move this over. Come on. There we go. Okay, yeah. There we go. There we go. That's better.
Hello.
That's better. Cool. Yeah, it just froze for like a quick second there. But for those who don't know, my man RGK has been in the Airsoft game for a very, very, very long time, giving us the latest and greatest in terms of news, updates. Yes, man. Yes, man. The GOAT, man. That's what I'm saying. The GOAT. Because here's the thing. Here's why I say it. Because a lot of people who get into your position end up developing a very, very large head. And I've met some of those people. Thankfully, you are not that type of person.
Yeah, I be chilling.
You just be chilling and eating food.
I chill, eat food, mind my business. That's it. That's all I do.
So for anyone that doesn't know, if you want to go ahead and give yourself maybe your own self-introduction, maybe how long you've been playing for. Everyone should know. Everyone should know who you are at this point. But just in case we got the newbie in here, one or two, I'm sure they exist. Want to go ahead and give yourself a little self-intro?
I go by Random Guy Kev on YouTube, RGK_Airsoft on Instagram. I've been playing Airsoft since, I want to say 2017, 2018. And yeah, just do everything Airsoft, gameplay, reviews, travel, eating food, living life, enjoying the moments, making new friends. Yeah.
Man, that's just a dream right there. You're just winning at life right there when you're describing it that way.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta enjoy life. I think for Airsoft, people forget that they're having fun. They're here to have fun and enjoy themselves, and this is their escape. It's your escape from the real everyday adulting life, and that's what it is for me.
Oh, that's actually a really good way of looking at it. So I know it's late for you over there. For those who don't know, RGK is out there all the way in New Jersey, so it's on the East Coast, so it's a little late. So I'll try to keep it brief and ask the most important questions. I saw that there were a few questions that were posted to me on our Discord and our Instagram, so I'll be pulling questions from those as well if they are relevant. They can actually work towards this. But first, most important question. These come from both Bossman and myself. So between the two, I think I already know the answer, especially with the video that you sent us today and we were sharing. Between the two, which would you say that you prefer and reasons why? GBB or AEG? It's 2025 now and things are changing, but if I have you pegged, I'm pretty sure you're an AEG guy.
Yeah, I'm an AEG guy, but I mean, I have to use more gas blowback rifles just to, I think I have to use more this year just to give it a fair shot, in my opinion. I like to try more. I'm gonna try HPA as well this year. Try something a little bit different just to say, hey, I've done it, and kind of go from there. But gas blowback rifles, it's just a lot of maintenance, and I'm lazy, so it's just like I'd rather just put a battery in and just go. When I have to make sure I'm maintaining my mags and making sure I have to extra maintain my guns, make sure it's not too much dust in there and it's clean and all that stuff. I don't mind doing it, but then it becomes like I got to make sure I remember that habit. Like, hey, these are the steps I need to do to make sure this gun is good before I go out on the field with it. And that's where I'm just like, that's a lot of work. I don't want to do. I could just plug a battery in and go play. I'm good to go. The same thing for HPA. It's like I have to hook up get my air filled in a tank and then plug it in and do all. Come on, let me just plug in my battery and just go. Just have fun.
No, I totally get that. The convenience is just so much more present in AAG than a GBB. And I actually wanted to ask that specifically because you had, for those that don't know, who haven't been keeping up with either of our social medias, I don't know what's wrong with you guys, but you should be doing that. But you actually just got your hands and were able to give you a little bit of a, not a review, more like a first impressions of the brand new KLI SR4. So obviously, I remember you telling me that your experience with gas blowbacks, you have a little bit, but it's not quite there. It's not your main thing. What was your overall impressions of this newer gas blowback system utilizing the CO2 system? Was that something that you think that you see a lot of potential for? Were you a little disappointed? You can be honest.
It's different. I think for CO2, I think it's just going to be like something for people to get used to. Mm-hmm. It's different things. People are just like, let's go back to the same. Let's just stick with green gas and go from there. But CO2, when I was showing it around, I was like, oh, this is CO2 GBBR. And people just like, oh, that's kind of cool. I never thought of CO2, using CO2 cartridges for mags. You're saying that's where it's like, okay, that's trying something new will probably bring you back into airsoft because, again, I tell people, try something new. Get out of your realm of always doing this because at some point you're going to get so bored that you're just going to burn out. So me trying HPA and gas blowback rifles, it's like, all right, let me give AGs a little break, take a step back, and try something different. So I'm like, I feel refreshed, and I'm happy to play airsoft. I'm happy to be here.
Oh, that's a good way of looking. That's something that I think we both agree on generally. I mean, people, and whether it be trying new ways of playing the game itself, like different game modes, different fields, trying new different platforms, I think is something that's pretty consistent with the message that we've also been giving. Have you ever been in that position where you felt like pretty burnt out or bored with airsoft and you really needed to try something different? Has that happened yet, or you're still pretty cool with it?
I'm still pretty cool with it. I mean, like, even after SHOT Show, like I kind of took a moment to take a step back and try to just figure out like what I want to do creatively in airsoft and if I should be doing something else. And like even for my live streams, like I just started my live streams and I was playing little video games, and then like I had a Lego set in one of my videos and people were just like, yo, put that Lego set together. Just
Fuck yeah.
Let's do that. I'm like, okay. So I've literally had like 3 total streams, like official streams, and 2 of them is just me putting Lego sets together and just talk about airsoft, just talk about what's going on in life, and that's really it. But yeah, I mean, I think taking a step back and trying something different will kind of refresh your airsoft feelings and stuff like that, because we do see a lot of people burn out in airsoft and just take a step back and just like, I don't want to do this anymore, and sell all their gear. And then years later, they come back and buy new stuff. And it's like, maybe you just need to step back, maybe a quick step back. But for me, like, airsoft is great for me right now. I have other hobbies that I do that just doesn't I don't hyper focus on airsoft.
No, yeah, I think that's something that I think people should also try to do. And for anyone that maybe doesn't have the disposable income or the funds really to do multiple hobbies at once, I can totally understand that. But I also to try to encourage people like maybe just not like entirely abandon a hobby, because you're right, dude. It's so frequent where whether it be online or in store, we're constantly seeing people that would come in looking for stuff, and they would tell me, yeah, I used to play like years ago, but like I just completely miss having that, and they'll try to do and they have to restart everything.
Restart everything. Yep. And that's why like I just take a quick step back. You don't gotta play every weekend. You can take a month off, take 2 months off, and then come back and then just kind of revisit, see where you're at.
No, 100%. You were saying that you wanted to take some time after shot to think about like what you're doing right now in airsoft. As you want to continue doing this. Even with starting live streams and everything. But do you think during that thought process or during this moment where you were kind of thinking to yourself, was there ever a moment where you thought like, or maybe we're even pondering maybe some different ways, different tactics, or different methods of trying to get airsoft grown or trying to go ahead and build it up a little bit more, or was that something you were just more so focused on? Either way is fine. That's because that kind of leads into the next question.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was trying to think of like talking with being able to talk with some people that I've just talked to online at SHOT Show and just brainstorming ideas, bouncing stuff off of them. A lot of people like my airsoft with friends idea, and I give a lot of people ideas when it's like, hey, if you're having a anniversary event or if you're doing some type of field event, make sure you do like a separate giveaway for the people that purchase rentals, like where it be a new player kit. I've been doing that whenever I host an event. Yeah. If you purchase a rental, you're getting a new player kit where it be like maybe maybe it might just be a gun, but other times it may be a gun, a face mask, gloves, eye pro, so you can get on the field and playing. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of those people that purchase rentals, they come with 3 or 4 other people that also purchase rentals. So that one person purchases a rental. I mean, that one person wins a rental. The other couple people are just like, okay, now like I have to go buy something or I have to win something too. Now you got a whole new crew of people playing airsoft. So, and whenever I get stuff, to finish reviewing, I don't like having a pile of products just sitting here. If I'm never going to use it, I'm giving it away. Like when I hit the field, I go play the field. I see a kid with a rental. Yo, here, like you're here with your parents. Here, take this. Like here's your new gun, and just go have fun. Though most times I'm giving that stuff away if I don't already have something from that brand that I could play with. But like, I mean, just getting, not being an overly aggressive person on the field, and whenever you do see a new group of players, just chat it up, because the first thing is people's first impression of airsoft is based off of like a first encounter, first interaction of, hey, I just got mag dumped. I'm never playing this again. Or it's like, hey, that guy was cool with me. Like he told me to follow him. I followed him and he got shot. Then I killed the person that shot him and he gave me a high five for it. Like little
That's
things
cool
like
stories,
that.
man. That's just cool stories.
That's the little things like that keep people like engaged and wanting to come back and play more. And like, I've had people like that have come to my events and like they'll win a gun. And then next time I see them, they purchased like 5 or 6 other guns. Like, yeah, I kind of went, heavy on buying things because I liked everything in airsoft. And then I see them playing consistently.
No, absolutely. Like I think like for those that don't know, like we actually talk with RGK every once in a while as well, whether it be sharing content or sharing ideas. And it's thanks to you and obviously a lot of the members of the Discord server. I think that's something that we because obviously GI is a small team, but there are a lot of things that we can do. Or maybe that we can do better that you helped kind of like bring to light to us as far as like what we can do in terms of our methods and how we interact with either customers and interact with people in general that we just do business with, like that will help grow airsoft as a whole as well. While we've always had that goal in mind, it definitely does help when we're able to go out and communicate with you and you're able to give us insight and be like, hey, maybe if you're having problems with this customer service wise, maybe go ahead and do it this way. This might help them a little bit more. This might leave a better experience overall. And we do appreciate when you do stuff like that. And I genuinely do believe, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, I genuinely want more and more airsofters like you out there on the field, and I wish that was more of the common thing. I think the vast majority of airsofters come from a very good place. I think they generally want to do good, but I just think that I just don't really see that sort of good guy mentality being expressed. Maybe locally, I'm not too sure, but I don't really seeing it being expressed as often as it should have been back when you started, or even when I was, halfway through my airsoft career. And I think that there are many other things that we can do, not only as content creators, but also just as like either retailer, fields, like you were saying. That's a fucking brilliant idea, to go ahead and get more newbies involved.
Yeah, you're already gonna have your experienced players. They know what they want. They know what they want to get. Like even if they win a gun, a lot of times they're just gonna sell it. So I prefer to give it to a rental, somebody new. Hey, Here you go. And in some cases, anytime I do give away a gun to an experienced player, they just walk over like, "Hey, you a rental? Okay, here you go. This is yours." They just give it over. So like, and I always tell people like, anytime I finish a review video or playing with a gun, I tell people like, "Hey, if you've never played airsoft, please go play with a rental before like investing thousands of dollars into airsoft, because a lot of times you invest that money and you don't even like airsoft. You hate it." Based off your first experience, like I say, go rent at least 2 or 3 times before you like. All right, I really like this. Let me see what type of gun I like playing. Let me see if I really like playing indoors. Let me see if I like playing outdoors and things of that nature. Sometimes people's like first game may not be at a pub field. It may be like an event, like a milsim, some like large scale anniversary event, and they go based off that experience. But I always try to remind people, hey, be as welcoming as you can, because that first impression for that person coming in, that will dictate if they're just going to keep coming and if they're going to bring friends with them.
No, absolutely, 100% agree with that. All right, the next question that I had was, and this is again going back to what you saw at SHOT Show. You know, it's the start of the new year. People have their New Year's resolution and whatever BS there, right? No one ever really sticks to it. But what are some of your wishes specifically? Something that you wish to see happening in airsoft for 2025, whether it be something that's, you know, new products, certain types of new products that are brought over, change in the airsoft community. It could be literally anything. I left it kind of vague intentionally, but what are some things that you wish to see?
I want to see more customer service and companies actually engaging with the community more, and not just like, hey, I'm selling you a product, buy it now. I want companies to be at least a little bit more involved with the community as a whole. Even if it's, maybe you show up to one event like, hey, we're hosting Airsoft Day for us. Come out, hang out with us.
Yeah.
Come chat it up, things like that. Maybe even like, you know, get a crew together. Like, show up.
Yeah.
Show us, as far as airsoft companies go, show up a little bit. I mean, yes, we do want a lot more guns, but we'll see how the economy goes in the next 3 or 4 months. I mean, there's really the reason people didn't really buy anything last year, and it was terrible. We're just waiting to see how things go. And then if things get better, I mean, we're going to spend money, of course. But again, where are we going to spend money at? We'll spend money at the people that treat us like humans. So if you're treating us like garbage, then I don't really want to shop there, or I don't really want to buy your product. Treat people more like humans, and then, you know, they might show up for you when you ask them to.
No,
so,
yeah.
I mean,
you're absolutely right on that. I don't think anyone really wants to support a business that at the end of the day ultimately treats them like a number. And I've said this before multiple times, you know, like, if at any point in the past someone has ever felt like that with us, that's never been our goal at any point when people like shop with us. We've always really, really freaking tried to, even with our limited numbers that we have in terms of staffing, like, we've always tried our best to try to make people feel like, okay, appreciate it at the very least, you know, or that we're trying to look out with, even if they have an issue with their order, which, you know, thankfully doesn't happen too often, but, you know, we're all human. You know, sometimes you get that one lemon of a gun, but we still try to help out everyone as much as possible, even if they didn't buy anything from us and they're just like, yo, I got this gun from whatever other place, can you help me out? Like, we'll try to do stuff like that, and that's the biggest thing that we try to do. That's why we do these giveaways in the first place. That's why we try to take questions, literally pull them from our own Discord server. That's something that you even were mentioning to us too, that we should start doing that more frequently. Like, hey, what do you want to see for the next video that we upload? What are some new products that you want to see us bring in? What are, you know, all these types of polls and stuff. Even just simple polls like that actually do a really good job of getting the community a little bit more involved. And that's just a small thing, but I feel like that does help out a lot.
Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, it creates engagement. People really enjoy that. So it's like, I mean, why not keep doing it? Like, even if it's like, hey, is anybody going to play Airsoft this weekend? Where are you going to play?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been trying to do a little bit better too, like, because last year I've just been so busy with personal stuff. Which, oh yeah, by the way, for everyone that doesn't know, I am actually engaged officially. By the way, I just popped the question this Saturday, and it actually finally happened. So I'll be sharing pictures with that too on the Discord server. So very happy about that. But this is the year 2025 for me personally. I do want to make more of an effort to play regular casual games, because last year I went to like one Milsim event and like a couple of pickup games, and that was it. Like I had no time for anything else. So this year, I'm definitely making more of an effort and making more
I
time for
mean,
myself to go out and play,
yeah.
and letting everyone know, hey, if you want to come out and hang out with me, please, I'm going this day. Meet me at this time.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like for you, it's like, hey, you can set it where it's like once a month. Hey, it's a once a month meetup. I'm going to play this field. I might bring some extra guns so for people to try out. Some stuff that's not out or some stuff that is out, and people wanted to just quickly try. Hey, I'm bringing them with me. I'll see you guys out there, and kind of go from there.
Actually, that's a kind of a brilliant idea. I didn't even think about bringing new products out with me. Like that has been. Oh, maybe I can bring maybe for everyone that's going to Wildlands this Saturday to meet me. Maybe I can see if I can try to get permission. Maybe I can swipe a few new products, maybe some sample pre-orders that I have in the office that I can show off. Maybe that new FMG9, that folding gas like pistol. That'd be pretty sweet. Okay, all right, Kev. So I know time is very late for you over there, so I'm gonna shotgun the last couple questions. These are
Yeah.
coming straight from our Discord server, our Instagram as well. We can just answer them as quick as you want to be. Let's see, what is this one? This one comes from Redline Tactical. I saw that he was here earlier in the chat as well. What are the foreseeable price increases with tariffs? Okay, so I'll kind of read off of this. Do you think it's going to be a significant price increase with the upcoming tariffs right now? Do you think, or it's just going to be like just gradual increase? In your opinion, what do you think?
I mean, I think it's gonna be a gradual thing, but I think we gotta play it by ear because a lot of people don't understand tariffs, and I mean, I could start talking about it, but like, if you don't understand tariffs, just Google them, what the tariffs are for and whatnot. But I mean, I think it's gonna be a small increase, and a small inc. I feel like it's gonna be a small increase for us. As of right now, I think it's gonna be a small increase for us, as consumers, and then small increase for businesses as well. But
Okay.
I mean, we're playing it by ear.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's
last year,
there's no way to tell 100% like what exact number we're gonna see increase, but yeah, I imagine it's probably gonna be little by little. Maybe by this time next year it'll be like a crazy percentage, but again, we have no freaking clue at this point. All right, next question. Do you think, and this one I feel like it's pretty easy, but do you think trademarks of real steel companies restrict the import of wider variety of airsoft replicas? Yes, that's a big
Yeah.
yes for me.
yeah, that's a yes. I mean, it's like everybody's trying to import, HK licensed stuff. I mean, you can't do that. Like, Elite Force has that trade, so it's like, yeah, you're getting nipped in the butt real quickly.
Oh yes.
So it's like you could try your best, but it just makes no sense. Just get whatever you need to get here, so you don't have to. I mean, I know a lot of people that purchase stuff from Red Wolf, and then it gets to customs, and yeah, you can't get it. But you spend all that money for it, now you don't even get your money back, so you're out of luck.
Yeah, that
So
freaking
just-
sucks.
Yeah, just get what you need to get here, and who cares about if it has a trademarks or it doesn't? Just
It's
whatever
cool
you
when
like.
it does, but
Yeah.
all right, next
It-
question.
it-
Oh, let's go.
It is cool. It is cool when it does have the trades and looks good, and you're just like, yeah, I have the real one and I have the toy one. That's always the move.
Yep. Okay, this is actually an interesting one. This one comes from RPG Lover, another regular viewer on. He should be here on the live stream as well. Should manufacturers implement a crowdfunding system for potential new airsoft guns? For example, a popular toy company makes a mock-up of a toy and announces it on a live show. Then it's open for pre-orders, and if the pre-orders hit the required amount, it goes into a limited quantity production. If not, the pre-orders are refunded.
Definitely not. Because we saw how that went for Airsoft Innovations.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about Airsoft Innovations.
Airsoft Innovations is a prime example of not doing that.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I completely forgot about that, dude.
Yeah, everybody forgets about Airsoft Innovation. That's exactly what their model was for a while. And I didn't know that until later on, but it's like your company can't survive like that.
Yeah, no, I think one of my buddies, remember, I don't know if you remember, they were like, one of their last products they announced was supposed to be that semi-auto shotgun.
Yeah, the flak 10.
Flak
and the
10.
Flak 5.
My buddy
Yeah.
never got one. He ordered one, never got it.
A lot of people didn't get their money back. Some people got the samples shipped out, but they just never got them out.
Jeez. Okay. This will be the last one because I don't want to take up too much of your time. So the last one I'm going to ask, what the frick did it go? Okay, this is the most important one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you pour the cereal in first or the milk in first? Gun to your head. What's the right answer?
Cereal.
Yeah. Do you put the cereal in first or do you put the milk in first in the bowl?
No, I put the cereal.
Good.
Like, who's delusional? who's crazy to put the milk in before cereal? That doesn't even make sense.
Like I would have accepted it. I would have accepted it if people were like, I just don't eat milk, you know?
Okay, but throw away your life if you're putting in milk before cereal.
Okay, thank you. I'm not crazy. I was trying to be like accepting of other people and tolerant, but I don't know, man.
Not accepting, not tolerant at all. Not at all. I don't care. That just sounds weird.
Because wouldn't it also too, if you just pour the milk in and you're pouring the cereal, wouldn't that just shit like just splatter everywhere at that point?
Yeah, no.
That's a no go for me, dog. That's
first is crazy. You just go under the jail. You go straight to jail immediately.
Jesus Christ. All right. Thank you so much, RGK. Again, where can everyone here in the live chat? They should be following you already on all social media platforms, but I'm going to roll out the red card for you. Where can people find you?
On YouTube at Random Guy Kev and Instagram RGK_Airsoft.
Awesome. And again, thank you, Kev, so much for joining in for today's live stream. I actually really do appreciate it. And just so you know, too, I sent an extra reminder to our CS girl. She will be hitting you up with the return label for that SR4. I did make sure to set a reminder for her too, so you'll be getting that soon. Scheduling's a little weird right now, but we got you covered.
Yeah, no, it's all good. No rush. I'm just here being an adult.
Thank you so much, man. You have yourself a wonderful night.
You too.
Take it easy, bro.
Bye.
And that was our boy RGK. What an absolute lad. Again, I would have had him on here for longer, but I feel bad. It's super late for him over there on the East Coast. And shout out to all my East Coast viewers out there. Seriously, all the freaking goats. I really do appreciate you guys sticking through it. Like through the late hours that I'm streaming. I know it would be cool if I could do more East Coast centric or friendly time. We tried that though. I do remind everyone we did try it, and nobody was watching. Nobody was watching at that point. It was like at max maybe 20 people. You know, we're able to double that at least right now. It looks like we're at 44 concurrent viewers. Appreciate the views, guys. If you can, make sure to go and leave a like on this live stream as well. Lets me know that you guys want us to continue with these live streams, continue with all the good stuff we got going on. Not only that, remember, make sure to go and get your orders in now while you guys can. Every $50 you spend will get you 2 entries into this week's live stream giveaway. You don't want to miss out. You can win a free mystery box, essentially. And I wanted to go and show off some new products as well, just because we're here. We might as well do it. Where is it? Hold on, let me pull this up. Okay, some of the cool new things that I'm going to be showing off right now. So, if you guys remember a video that we dropped, I want to say like towards the end of last year, I think in like either October, November, we were talking about how Zion Arms is going to be releasing some new custom guns, some build-to-order customs. These are the BL series. Right now we have 2 available, 2 out of the 3 available, the BL3 and the BL2. This is the BL3 500 FPS version. This is going to be more of your sort of SPR sort of setup in terms of its performance. This thing was meant to be used for long range, boy. This thing was meant to be used for long range. Is going to be using the Zion Arms R15 receiver with the BCM handguard on here, looking absolutely beautiful with the crown amplifier as well, given that is super aggressive sound. But it's all inside, baby. Completely reworked internals. These things are freaking legendary because they were actually put together by world-renowned tech Dr. Gearbox. That man is a freaking legend. I'm pretty sure that man eats Adderall with his cereal because this man is a freaking nut job with how crazy his builds get. Right, especially for that price, for what he's done, the same level of custom work that he does, this would easily be minimum a grand $600-700. So we were able to try to cut down as much of the cost as we possibly could to try to keep the cost competitive with other boutique shops out there. And honestly, we did a freaking bang up job for that. But we also have the BL2 version SSG'd, for all my short stroke boys out there. This thing is crazy freaking fast. I think we're looking at an RPS of like 30, what was it? Yeah, 35 consistently. Like, that's freaking sick, dude. For an SG, that's actually really fucking good. Not only that, but we also have a brand new gas bullet pistol. We actually just released a short actually shooting this, and we've done a couple of other teasers before in the past. You've seen that at MOA. We did a little bit at SHOT Show as well. The LTX competition is currently available for pre-order right now. I believe it's going to be available in like 2 months, basically, in like 60-ish days. It's going to be available in around 2 months from now. This is actually freaking sick. I love this thing. Picture is going to be updated. Picture is going to be updated as well, just so you can see a little bit more of the details. But man, this thing is fucking cool. Every time I shoot it, it feels way more comfortable, and it shoots really, really nice too. We're talking fiber front and rear, metal slide with a poly frame grip. You do get the fun switch on here. This is both semi and full auto capable, which I am very, very happy about. G-spec internals as well, but the biggest thing, the most standout feature has got to be the fact that it's using a static optic plate on there, which is very, very nice. Once you're on target, you're staying on target. That's not moving. You're not going to have to take that extra split second to try to go ahead and reacquire what you're shooting at. It's already in place. You can just keep it there at the moment. You don't have to worry about it. I remember you guys want... Here, I'll send the links to the BL series too. I'll send the links to the BL series. Copy that. Copy that. Copy that. And then we got... That's the BL tree. That's the BL tree. Let's get the BL2. The BL dose. The BL1 is coming soon. Again, that one's going to be listed in a little bit. We just took a little longer to go ahead and get all the information out there for it and get the product pictures, but that is coming soon. The BL1 should be out very, very soon. And I'll go ahead and leave the link to the LTX competition as well. There you go, baby. There you go. Yeah, those are freaking sick, dude. I love those. Every time I get my hands on the LTX, man, it just kind of makes me want it more, which is funny because this is not the style of pistol I would normally go for in the first place. This is not my cup of tea. This is definitely not my style. But I gotta be honest, it feels really good when I use it too, and it's sick. Another thing too, for those that know, the freaking TP22, if you guys are familiar with that firearm, the same design team that worked on that one actually worked on the LTX competition as well. So, little factoid for all those that were wondering. Very, very cool indeed. All right, guys, we are at, what is it, 8:09? Yeah, 8:09. Remember, at 9:30 is when we're going to be closing out the live stream. This is a Q&A live stream, so if any of you guys do have any Airsoft-related questions or you want to ask me personal questions, you're more than welcome to do so. Just put the letter Q right in front of your question. It's going to make it a lot easier for me to spot and identify, and I can answer from there. All right, I'm going to scroll up because I know I missed a few more things on there as well. If you eat it, that's... What the frick? No, you drink milk. Yeah, milk first is crazy, dude. Milk first is freaking crazy. Let's see. If you feel bummed, if nothing changes in your relationship, that's okay, dude. Engagement status is just it. Status. At the end of the day, here's the thing. This is something that I talked to and with Jazz as well. Like, we've been together for about to be 12 years now. About to be 12 years. We've been together for 11, about to be 12 years. We've already been living together since freaking 2020. You know what I mean? So we already know how we work and how we operate with each other. At the end of the day, it's just more ceremonial. It is a big deal to me, the idea of like marriage and stuff, of course. But at the end of the day, in terms of just how we interact with each other, like we still love each other. We still very much are affectionate towards each other. Like it's a solid relationship. It's something that I'm very, very proud of. That took a lot of work on both parties to get to where we are. So realistically, is anything gonna change? No, not even the slightest. But it's just one of those things that just feels right and something important to both of us. So that was kind of the big thing. That was kind of the very, very most important part about it. Yeah. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for all the congrats. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. What are your guys' Miss Savage 710? What's going on, dude? Good to hear from you as well. Thoughts on the new Gen 4 AKs, Wildlands Tactical at SHOT Show? Do they have rotary style hop-ups? I was actually very, very impressed with the Gen 4's AKs that I saw at SHOT Show. The SLR AKs looked freaking fantastic. I don't believe they'll have the rotary style hop-up chamber, at least not on those. Those were sample, like just prototypes only. So I'm not 100% certain if they will. I don't believe they will, but they are going to have a pre-installed ETU, new reworked internals as well. I do like the performance specs that we're going to be getting out of the SLR AKs, especially the Draco. The Draco just looks freaking sick. Both of them are very, very nice, though. And again, SLR, baby! SLR. What's happening, Mayo Gang? Speaking of orders, I accidentally ordered the wrong battery, and Chelp got me right in a matter of minutes. QC was awesome, Jeremy Wilson. No worries, man. Hey, that's what the chat's for, man. That's what the chat is for. We're trying to help out everyone as much as possible. Didn't even notice the Gen 4 AKs. Yeah, no, you gotta go through them. I think we put a short on the Gen 4 AKs out there as well. Chef, congratulations, Isaias. Thank you. Put 3 separate orders today with AirSofting. How many entries do I have? Just curious. Not 100% certain. Depends on how much they were. If you're obviously, taking advantage of the promotion, then there you go. I just can't see it. Bossman normally feeds me, lets me know like the feed, like who's been, he's giving me the shout outs and everything. But again, shout out to you, Cutter. Thank you so much for placing your orders. Really appreciate that. Those we'll be calculating the bonus entries, of course, when we get to Thursday. That way you'll be getting all your qualifying entries, brother. You get all your chances. Chef Hinakage. Let's see, what is this? Yeah, it was like, what the fuck? I just bought one time and save another little Chef Hinakage. Feeling since oh, Jazz watching too. That's awesome. Yeah, Jazz does actually watch the streams as well. She does watch them from time to time. Obviously when she's not working, or she's not busy with other things, she will try to support and watch. I do appreciate that. Sometimes my mom and my dad will watch this too. I got in trouble last time with my mom too. She was saying, you've been cursing a lot recently, and I was like, dang it, I forgot that she watches sometimes. I'm trying to not curse as often. I try not to, but it's just natural, man. Like sometimes it just happens. Especially once I started, I didn't always have that problem either. It wasn't until I started working at GI. It sounds bad when I say that, but it wasn't until I started working at GI, when I started working with Cisco and the boys, that I don't know, man. It just kind of rubbed off on me. I just started talking like a sailor one day. It just sort of happened. Oh, Cutter, thank you so much, Bossman. Yeah, Cutter with the 6 entries, bro. Thank you, Cutter. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. What the frick, Chef? What are you saying, dude? What are you doing? Why are you wilding out on my chat, bro? Parts for 4 total builds, actually. The patch raffle AK I'm doing. Correct end of the credit. AG was. Oh, okay. Chef, you aren't the feet guy. I love that she knows just enough to be like, wait, I know there's a feet guy in your stream, bro. That's not him, is it? No. Oh, dude, that's so funny. Dude, honestly, That's Fidel. Fidel, honestly, I love Fidel. I love him. Great man. Kind of a creep, though. I'm not gonna lie. The man straight up went behind me, like, as I was getting dressed at freaking BB Wars Coastal Front. And he took a picture of me from behind. That's some shit Boaz does, man. Like, that's kind of weird, man. I don't know, dude. That's a little weird. I got a Lance Tactical Gen 3 Helion M-Lock 10-inch, and now need a pistol. What kind should I get, Daniel Silva? That's a great question, actually. There's several different pistols that you can choose from. Obviously, if you want the Mayo, I was going to say the vanilla, but this is the Mayo Gang, baby. If you want the Mayo Gang suggestion, yes, high kappas for sure would be like an easy bet, and we have so many of them. Parts are available, mags are available. I can give you a few options as well, but essentially any TM spec high kappa is going to be like your best friend if you were looking for something that was going to be very, very easy to play with, very convenient. That's usually what I say is, like, of course, like the AR, the M4, M16 should be like your very first entry into the hobby, and then you can get all the crazy platforms after. I would say the same thing for pistols, right? Start with a high kappa. And then you can go off from there, right? Once you have that, it's like, all right, now that I have my essentials out the way, let me get something really cool. You know what I mean? That's usually what I like to go ahead and recommend to people. Again, people can pick and choose what they like. I'll support the decision either way. One of my personal favorites, though, if you're looking for a really, really cool high kappa or a Cleese. And this one's just convenient, honestly, just more than anything. I just love the way this looks. It's so stylistically satisfying and pleasing. Be this guy, Heracles, you guys know the deal. Comes good with the optic as well, and they come in multiple colorways. You just can't beat it, dude. You just can't really beat that value that you're getting, especially at $149. It's really hard to beat. And again, it's a high kappa. At the end of the day, you'll be able to go and upgrade the absolute bejesus out of it. Do I wonder where the what the freak? She's freaking dying over there. Yes, thank you. Yes, make sure to go and leave a like on this live stream as well. All 38 of you that are still watching. Yeah, milk first is wild. I do not condone that said behavior. If y'all are the type of people that put in the milk first and then cereal after, I don't know, man. I think you need to take a long, hard stare at yourself in the mirrors and ask yourself, where did you go wrong? See, Nah, you drink milk. If you eat it, that's ice cream. Correct answer. Spoon. Unacceptable. Yes, yes, yes. RPG love live moss. What are you talking about? No. Real Wild, what's going on? Oh, Real Wild. I forgot to let you know. I didn't get a chance to put it in on the order status, but your upgrade is ready, by the way. It's been completed. I have it with me. Just go ahead and just swing by in store, and you can go ahead and pick it up from there. We got you solid. We got you taken care of, bro. When I was a kid, I tried milking first. Never again will I do that. I'm glad you learned your lesson, Victor. I'm glad I didn't have to smack some sense into you. But yes, you strayed from God once. Never again. Never again shall that happen. This is 9. Okay, it's going through. Michigan here. Yes. Welcome to everyone that's in the Midwest right now. Get your entries. The winning is real. That's yes. Thank you. Appreciate that. I want to. What the frick? Savage 710. What's going on here? Why is everyone wilding out on my chat right now? Well, congratulations to my motherfucking boy Isaias, Queso King, and officially putting down that knee and popping the question. Yeah, man. It was, I mean, I shouldn't have been, like, totally nervous, but I still was. It was kind of funny. I was still a little bit nervous because, I mean, like, even if she said no, like, you know, at the end of the day, it's her choice, but it would be like, man, it would have been an awkward ride back. You know what I'm saying? Miss Sampson answered that one as well. The new AKs, of course. That pistol. Ow, God, it moves so fast. Food hack, eat your cereal with a fork and use the leftover milk for a second bowl. I guess you could do that, too. Here's the thing. I kind of let my cereal to kind of get a little bit soggier. I don't like it super crunchy. Let it get a little bit soggier, and then maybe you can go in for a second round. That'd actually be kind of tight. That'd actually be kind of cool. RPG Love, if someone decided to get a mystery box in store, would they be able to get it that day? Unfortunately not. The mystery boxes are built to order, especially if we're talking about like a YouTube unboxing mystery box, like this guy, for example. I'll pull it up. YouTube unboxing. I can't spell it. Boxing mystery box. If we're going for something like this guy, right? Like the classic, right? Like this guy, you wouldn't be able to go and pick it up the exact same day. Normally would take like maybe 1 to 2 business days for us to put it all together and for it to be either ready for pickup or for it to be ready to be shipped out to you. Because again, we do try to actually build and, you know, satisfy the requests that are made on this. For those that don't know, this is like the classic. This is actually going to be literally the prize that we're going to be giving away during this week's live stream giveaway. Someone can literally win this just by placing a $20 greater order. But if you want to order this on itself, you could do that. We just ask that if you can put down in the notes comment section when you place the order, put down what it is that you're hoping to get, what you're hoping to win. Like I've seen many different types of requests, and I really appreciate when people are, you know, like they actually use it properly and they're letting me know like, hey, I have these guns right now. I currently have these platforms. I want something different. Can I get something else? Or they'll be like, hey, I'm a beginner. I'm a first timer. Can you hook me up with everything I need? I really like these types of guns. Or someone will be like, hey, I really want a pistol, but can I get everything I need for that pistol? Like some accessories for it, maybe a holster or something like that, you know? They give me options. And we try our damnness to try to make sure that all those wishes get granted as much as we possibly can. Because I think it's a really, really cool concept. We really, really do enjoy being able to make people's day when we're able to hook them up with some really, really cool stuff and grant their wishes. It would be cool if you go in store for a mystery box to just spin a wheel and you get what you get. Would make some great videos. That's true. I guess that wouldn't be a terrible idea either. We'll have like a preset list of like things that you could win. You have to come in store on a very particular day. Maybe during like a Mayo Gang meetup or something. Or actually, Mr. Savage 710, that'd actually be kind of cool to do. Like if I started doing like field days, for example. If I started doing field days where maybe I could show up to the field, like if for anyone that placed an order during a certain time frame or something, you know, maybe I can pull up on the actual, like on the field itself and host the raffle there, being like, hey, you know, you got to show up and, you know, participate in this, and this is the list of things that you could win. I'll spin the wheel right then and there. And the people who would actually claim their prizes are the people that actually show up to that field day. I could see something like that. I could totally see something like that. That's not a bad idea, Mr. Savage 710. I definitely would need to modify it for it to work, but I mean, it's not a bad suggestion, honestly. And I've been wanting to do more field days in general, where even if I don't go just as myself, if I go like open up a booth, right? I open up a booth, a little tent, pop up right on the field. I can't sell anything because obviously I don't want to encroach on the field's territory. You never want to do that. That's a terrible thing to do. You never want to do that. That's a shitty thing to do to the fields because they're allowing you to set up shop essentially in their place and you're selling things and taking away their business. But I think showing up there, that's something that I've totally been down to do. I'm open to the suggestion. I'm open to the idea. But maybe doing something like that and maybe trying to do more activities to try to get people involved and just start giving stuff away. Possibly, again, I'm sure something could be done. That's not a terrible idea at all, man. All right, let's go in here. How's it going? Stepped out for a bit. No worries, Prime Tech. No worries. By the way, Prime Tech, Mr. Chef Panikage let me know that the Gen 4 sample model, or the what is it called? The media press model is on its way back to us. So as soon as we get it, we're going to be sending that back out to you, my boy, so you can go ahead and do your own review on that. I know you've been letting us know about that as well, PrimeTech. You were asking earlier, but yeah, we're just waiting for that to come back. As soon as we get it, we'll be sending that out to you, and you can do the review. What about the swap meet days, DC Airsoft? What's up, DC? Good to hear from you again. I don't know, man. The last couple swap meets or swap meet days that we did, like the buy sell trade events that we used to do, we didn't really see too many people pulling through. It was still cool to see all the regulars show up and everything, and it was still always nice to do, especially when we can do an actual live episode of Roast My Build. That's always so funny. But I don't know, I don't know if people would attend the swap meet these days. You know what I mean? It's very unfortunate because we loved hosting them, but I don't know if too many people want to get involved in stuff like that anymore. It's really frustrating. Oh, I'll get the bench ready. Oh, I know. Immediately you were like, okay, can I please look at those? Can I look at those insides, please? I seen a video. The guy had 15 men. Damn. 1 point or 2 point sling for AR. Daniel Silva, to answer those questions, it's really up to you and what you're going to be doing. Where the freak? Cisco, I remember Cisco told me this. And it's always stuck with me. Single point sling is for combat. Double point sling is for patrols or something. You know what I mean? A 1 point sling is great if you know immediately you're going to be engaging right then and there. You're not going to be walking for a very long time or running for a very long time with your sling. A 2 point sling is great if you're going to be doing a lot of stuff that I do, where I'm playing for 3 days straight. You got to be patrolling miles of the AO, searching for someone. You could very well not encounter anything, right? Or if you're on guard duty, right? You can use a 2 point sling for that, and it makes it very easy and convenient for carrying. But if you're going to be taking combat right then and there, it's usually a lot easier when you have a 1 point sling, because it's right in front of you, and a lot of times you're going to be using some type of bungee or elastic sort of tech there, right? So you can just stretch out, you're on target, versus, I gotta undo this, sling, lower the retention, and then I gotta aim down sights. Some 2 point slings have gotten better at it, where you can quickly increase the amount of play that you have with it. But again, not all of them are like that, and they still do take a little bit longer to quote unquote deploy, I guess, right? That's the proper word for it, compared to a 1 point sling. And it also depends on the AR itself. What sort of potential do you have for the mounting itself? Do you only have the little sling ring in the back towards the buffer tube, where you can just use a 1 point sling, or are you going to have to find either a sling mount, to whether it be to a QD point on the handguard or on the receiver? Maybe you need to go out and buy one and put it somewhere on the handguard itself, right? There's so many different ways you can do it. There's no right or wrong way as long as it works, right? So those are all things you got to kind of keep in mind as well. Generally speaking, though, most of the ARs that I'm aware of anyway will typically have some type of sling ring. Not all of them, but a lot of them do have just your basic sling ring, and you can just mount one on there. Or you can always just buy a sling ring too individually and make it easy for you that way. Seen a guy that had 15 mags. Mags, it depends on the capacity and your playstyle as well. For Airsoft, you're running regular AEGs. I'll be honest, I think 15 is a little excessive. That's a little excessive. That's a lot of BBs you're carrying on you at one time. Usually, I would say for most people, if you're just doing regular walk-on games, pick-up casual games, I would say 3, maybe 4 magazines and mid-caps. And these are 90 to 150 rounders, and you're chilling. Especially if you're rocking EPM 1s or something, or EPMs, EPM 1s being at 250. That's a lot of BBs. That's a lot of BBs to be carrying on your person. Let's answer that one as well. I was single because I'm the only one using my okay. Only time I'm using my sling is when I'm standing still and I don't have to fight in and out constantly to transition. Yeah, that's true. If you have a sidearm as well, I think at that point using a sling when you have a sidearm is kind of mandatory. You know, at least that's what I feel as well, because it makes it very awkward when you have to like try to switch over to your secondary and you still got your rifle in your hand. You know, you can't just let it drop. You know. Billy Moto, what's going on, man? Good to hear from you as well. Yes, more swap meets. Again, I'm down for more swap meets. I love swap meets. I think they're sick. I got a lightsaber the last time we had one. You kidding me? It was sick. I got the dark saber, dude. But I just wish more people would. Again, we're posting it everywhere we can. We're trying to get the words out as much as we can. But just not too many people, I guess, want to pull through, right? Not too many people want to pull through for the airsoft. So I mean, maybe times have changed. You know, maybe we can try it again. But yeah, man, like we loved having our airsoft swap meets. It was so much fun. But just not too many people want to go out and pull through. You know, could have been a number of reasons. Could have been any number of reasons. Alexi answered that one as well. Hope you're doing well today. I am, DC, I am. I was letting everyone know that I popped the question, got engaged on Saturday officially. I'm here streaming. I'm having a good time, man. I'm absolutely loving it right now. Nothing but the truth. What is one of the coolest guns from a movie you wish was an airsoft gun? Ooh, nothing but the truth. Now, this is a freaking fantastic question. Okay. What is the coolest gun from a movie you wish was an airsoft gun? If I'm going down the easiest route, probably it's a lot of sci-fi guns, specifically from Star Wars. I know for a while that there were a few limited edition, the DL-44, like Han Solo's blaster, or the E-11, right? Which are basically just mocked up World War II guns, really, at the end of the World War I and World War II guns, which is so funny that Star Wars does that. But I wanted more, or I want more options in terms of pre-built Star Wars guns and not so much kits, because there's kits out there. You can get 3D printed stuff for sure for a lot of your airsoft guns. There's a lot that actually exists for AAP01s too. Of course it's the AAP1. The AAP1 has so many freaking stuff for it. AAP01 has so many conversion kits, carbine kits, and so much stuff available for it. But I actually found a few places that actually make 3D print or 3D printed kits specifically for M4 ARs to kind of turn your M4 into the A280 blaster rifle. Yeah, it's the rifle that you see a lot of the Rebel forces in the original trilogy and in the video game Battlefront 1 and 2 using. I'm actually working on an Endor Rebel Pathfinder loadout at the moment. I had to make my own camo, dude. It was crazy because that camo just doesn't exist. So I had to make my own. That shit was wild. It took me so long to do it. And I'm having to piece together everything. I'm going to thrift stores, making my own shit and everything. Having to modify fabric. Dude, it's such a pain. But man, it's going to be worth it when it's all said and done. When it's all said and done, ooh, it's going to look cool. It's going to look so freaking sick. I'm going to look like I literally just walked off of Endor. But to answer your question, more Star Wars guns. I would love to see more of those. Instead of having to just do I gotta get the 3D print kit and I gotta put it on this gun, and I don't want to have to do that. I want it pre-made already for me. I want to be lazy, just for a little bit. I want to be lazy. Other guns. Yeah, that's pretty much the big one. I think a lot of the stuff people have made kits for, but I don't want to see kits. I just want to see the whole gun already pre-released. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would hope to see. My post office had computers, so I couldn't ship it last week. No worries, Chef. No, dude, you're fine. I appreciate the fact that you were giving us the updates on it. You didn't have to, but I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Totally unmuted. You're good, Chef. Some of the wear and tear for durability instructions. Let's see. Answer that one as well. Good point, Prime. Hopefully in the near future we'll be able to holster our pews like Halo or other sci-fi-esque games. That would be amazing. I wish that there was some sort of way that you can mount on your back. The way I've seen cosplayers do it is that they'll have magnets on their backs, right? Usually on their armor that they put together, and they'll have it on the guns too, so they can just holster it on their back and they can just unstick it. Don't know how well that would work for airsoft though. Maybe something like that could exist in the near future. That'd be really, really freaking cool. That's a lot of round. That's that one as well. So keep scrolling up. If you run grenades, where do you keep them? Ooh, that's a great question, RPG lovers. That's a very, very good question. For grenade, okay, so it's gonna depend on the person. Yeah, it depends on the person and also and their kit specifically that they're using. So the idea for a lot of guys, and now this is what usually on my team, what we typically like to do, we'll usually have back panels on all of our plate carriers or our chest rigs. Even if they can't technically have one mounted, we modify them so you can mount some type of back panel, some type of backpack of some kind. And if we do run grenades, before an event, we'll typically all right, we have this many grenades, let's divide them up, put them in our backs. That way, if we ever need to clear out a building, right, we'll just have them there. We never clear them individually. We try our best to make sure that if we aren't going to clear buildings, or we're going to be working in teams constantly, minimum of 2 to 3 people, right? Minimum 2 to 3 man teams whenever we're going to go and breach a building and we're going to clear it out. So we'll need to have the backpacks, available for someone who's right behind the point man to go ahead and just, be able to unzip, take them out, and either throw him himself or hand him to the point man so we can go and throw him into the building. All right. Now, if you were planning on soloing everything by yourself, having some type of pouches up in your front, maybe instead of having more magazine pouches, maybe swap them out for grenade pouches. That's something you can do. I know that we do normally have grenade pouches that are compatible for mounting onto a battle belt. You can always use it that way too, where you can just have grenades on your waist. That's another thing you can do. Though I'd probably say maybe having them on your chest would probably be better. At least in my experience. I'm not a belt guy. I wish I was. I'm not a belt guy. I see how cool a lot of guys look with their battle belts. I don't look cool. I just don't look cool. I think my body's kind of weird. I don't know. I'm not I know I work out constantly, but I genuinely think that when God put my body together, he was just, that expression, I'm built different. Yes, but I'm built incorrectly. The things just don't make sense. If I showed you an x-ray, I'm sure it'd just be like, the fuck, what is this? What is this person? Someone messed up on this, Someone had an idea of what a human skeleton should look like, and they kind of just put this together, and then my muscles don't even make sense. It's not good. It's just not good. But yeah, no, it depends on the kit that you have currently. There are ways to make it more efficient for yourself, but you're really not going to know until you start experimenting. But for me, generally, I usually keep them in my backpack, and I'll typically work with another player on my team, especially if we're going to be clearing buildings. That's just you never clear a building by yourself. You should never, ever have to clear a building by yourself. If you need to, you need to, but even if you have to grab a guy that's not even on your immediate team, just another dude that's on the same side as you, just be like, hey, help me clear this building, That's minimum how we practice it. Oh, we need a noisy cricket from Men in Black. Dude, that'd be sick. How many, actually, there is something similar. We have something, obviously it's not an actual noisy cricket, but here. What is it? It's the 950? Yes, dude. Look at this. The WeTech 950 Ultra Compact, brother. Dude, this is nuts. This is so funny. This is such a funny gun. And guess what? We've tried it. It is legitimate blowback. It is actual proper blowback and everything. I think it's a 5-round magazine. Is it a 5? Yeah, I think it's a 5-round magazine. Oh no, it's an 8-round magazine. Even better. That's more than what you would get on a traditional 1911, right? 7 rounds, 8 rounds. 950 pocket gas blowback pistol. And it's less than $100 right now. Dude, this is so funny. I remember someone actually asking, in a mystery box, it was yo, I'm tired of the same old, give me something different. And I think it was a pistol mystery box, and I was all right. So I gave him one. I think we had a pink one or something very, very small and compact, very much like this, and it was in pink, and I gave it to him, and they were like, dude, that's the best mystery box I ever got. Dude, this is so funny. I love that too. That's literally the size we're talking about. This is so even for my hands. I have baby hands, bro. I have very, very small baby hands. All right, let's see. Noisy cricket. I've gone through 2,000 rounds in a match before. 2001 match? But that was a 1-hour game, and I used up all my BBs in 8 out of 10 EPM ones. Oof. How many rounds? Oh, jeez. Okay, for 1 hour, I guess that makes more sense. But even then, like, wow. Man, you really hate that person. You must really hate the other team. I freaking hate these guys. That's so funny. Oh, man. What are your thoughts on the VFC Avalon Saber Gen 2? That's okay. Here's the thing. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. I love VFC externals. And they offered some fairly decent internals. The biggest problem is that VFC has been definitely showing their age. VFC has definitely been showing their age to the point where, I mean, I'll say it because we saw it at SHOT Show, where even, the new Elite Force, 416s that are coming out, normally VFC was their go-to. VFC was the go-to. They're going with Arcturus now. Arcturus is going to be OEMing the 416s, the newer versions, from henceforth. So, I think more and more companies, I think Boaz and I were talking about this, more and more companies are starting to not drift away per se, but starting to pursue alternative OEMs for making their stuff. And while I think the Avalon system, the Avalon gearbox is still solid, it's a very good, well put together gearbox. I just think for the money, there are better values out there. You know what I mean? Like, you can definitely get something a little bit more competitive. It's going to offer more bang for your buck. Now, again, I will always say that VFC external specs look absolutely gorgeous. They look amazing. There's a reason why they're so expensive. Obviously, especially if you're getting officially licensed stuff. Hell yeah, it totally makes sense. But again, I just think that for today's very competitive focus or very competitive centric, performance centric mindset or market that we have here in the US, it makes sense why they're shifting over. It definitely makes sense why they're shifting over. I wanted to go on and show off too. I actually do have a video here. This is actually today's video. If you guys want to go ahead and watch this with me, that'd be pretty tight. It was again, I was talking about the LTX competition. Here. No more videos. Might as well go on and show off a shooting video for it. Your channel, yes. Go do shorts, yes. Go here. Okay. I'm gonna show this off. There we go. There we go. Fun switch, baby. It's just a fun little gun, man. It shoots quick. It's freaking nice. G-spec internals, so it's going to be very easy to upgrade one of these, should you choose to do so, And it just feels comfy, man. Like, there's just something about the way it's designed. Here's the thing. I'm not a Glock guy. I like Glocks, but I'm not a Glock guy. I would be very hesitant to label myself as such, right? But the grip that they got going on there, it just feels so freaking comfy in the hands. It's not super heavy, but it feels very, very sturdy. And the fun switch just makes it so much more, It just makes it so much more worth it. And it was actually, I think I was doing a little bit of target shooting just because I was just plinking around. I gotta say, man, that static optic mount, that's good, man. It really does its job. It really does make it much more of a stable shooting platform. Whenever I'm just trying to ADS, and it's like, okay, I'm literally locked in. I'm not having to take that extra split second to try to, acquire my targets. It's just there. So just keep that in mind too. The LTX competition is available on pre-order. It's limited quantity though, so just keep that in mind. There we go. Let's keep answering some more questions because I know we got some more. Where is it? There we go. Let's see. ENC M733 updates. Trace Hellman. No updates as of yet. Oh god, I moved it. No updates as of yet. Again, just waiting for more to come in on the water. Let's see here. Alvin11. What's going on, Alvin11? Good to hear from you as well. Zini Tokimarui, MWS mags. Are you guys getting some this year? Yes. With any luck, we should be able to go ahead and get some either OEM MWS magazines, or at the very least, maybe maybe Army Armament branded MWS compatible magazines. That would, at least we'd have some mags, because dude, MWS mags are so freaking hard to get, man. I don't know what it is. Magazines just freaking impossible to get. RPG loves front dump pouch or rear dump pouch. Ooh, it's another good question. I guess that depends on the person. There are pros and cons to either or. I've seen a lot of guys, oddly enough, I've seen Marine videos, specifically dudes in the Corps, that like as soon as they'll like empty out one mag, they just straight up drop it, and it like falls perfectly into like their dump pouch that they have set up in front, which is pretty interesting. I definitely see the appeal for that. I typically, though, don't really like to use dump pouch if I can. I'll typically just like re-index my magazines, but that's just me. Again, I can totally see, especially in Airsoft, the use for a dump pouch. But for me, I think I'd normally just keep it in the rear, personally. I've also tried the side one. It definitely has its pros, but it definitely made you more bulky of a silhouette. So probably gonna stick with keeping it in the rear. Oh my goodness. Oh Jesus Louises. Thank you. Oh man, that sneeze like rattled my brain a little bit. Never thought I'd look forward to a 416 till that Octer is totally not biased. Okay, dude, there was a comment that like I don't know what it was. Like, here's the thing, I get plenty of hate already on like YouTube comments. Like, whatever, I'm used to it. There was something about a comment that I saw, and this person was talking mad smack about Boaz. I don't know what it was. That kind of like I didn't get mad, but I got like man, what the frick? Like, what a loser. Like, you got nothing else to complain about? Like, seriously? You're watching a video and then on Airsoft, you had to search for this. This didn't just show up on your feed, man. You had to search for this. And you're just getting mad at Boaz, being like, oh, you get, Boaz, you're so biased. You're shilling out so much for KWA and for Octurs. Like, can't you like other Airsoft brands? And it's like, dude, this is supposed to be something that we were telling everyone. These are our opinions, This is literally our opinions. If Boaz wants to, put Octurus, and KWA on this S-tier pedestal, let him. It doesn't freaking matter. Like, he's okay with me having my opinions on Airsoft brands and models and stuff. It's okay. It's totally okay. It's fine. We each have our own favorites. It doesn't matter. Let us live, man. Let us have our opinions. I'm not saying that anyone has to agree with us either. We just let us be, man. Just let us be. I have my own opinions in Airsoft that maybe not everyone agrees with. That's okay with me. I'm not going to force anyone to agree with me. And I hope no one would force me to agree with them, But man, like even Boaz, the same thing, Primetech. He saw that 416 and was like, I'm not a 416 guy, but I want that one. And it makes sense. It looks good, especially with that new M-Lock rail. Dude, schmexy, bro. Schmexy. DC, are there Army Armament high cap and mags on GI? Yes, there are. Let me find that for you, actually. Army Armament. Although we might be sold out. At the very least, you'll be able to... If you see an LT one and Lancer one, it's OEM by Army. So, just in case you ever were wondering, yes. They are any of the Lancer high kappas and pistols, generally speaking, should be Army Armament OEM. Armament magazine. Where are you? Where are you? 28 round high kappa. Yeah, this one should work. There you go. That one should work. Copy that one. Leave a link to it in the chat. There you go. Now, there's a few that you can get. If you want like the shorter ones, you can get those too. And of course, you got the 1911 mags. But yeah, I think it's gonna be the 28 rounder. That's the one that's available right now. That one and the short one too. Yeah, or 612 short mag. Yeah, those are the ones that are gonna be available right now. But yeah, we got them. But again, you can also just go with the Lancer branded ones. Same OEM, same exact OEM. I got an all black setup, even though you said not to. Forgot what you said. Don't do that. No worries, Daniel. So again, it's more just advice for players in the long run. The problem with all black kit, especially if you play it outside, it gets hot real quick whenever you're wearing a black full loadout. Black loadouts are sweet. They look awesome. But man, oh man, you get super sweaty real fast, dude. If you don't mind dealing with it, sure, by all means go for it. I would say just make sure that you stay hydrated. You drink plenty of water the day before, because yesterday's water is today's water, man. Yesterday's water is today's water. Rusty is Airsoft Gear changing up the display for the storefront. Rusty, so what happened was, if you guys didn't watch our latest video, we got robbed. The guy tried robbing again immediately after doing it, a few days after, and thank goodness he didn't go through with it. Someone was there on the building and turned on the lights, and he freaked out, and he hasn't come back since. But I'm not betting on him not coming back ever. So, for the time being, no displays out in the front, just because, again, we don't want to risk anything getting stolen or anything like that. And just, inviting him to come over. That's basically what it is. In the meantime, we're working on beefing up our security. And then we'll be able to go ahead and possibly putting out more displays. Probably more focused on tactical gear more than anything, just in case, with a few guns on display, but probably not as many as before. Just we don't want to invite trouble, Slurms McKenzie. That's funny. So what's up, Slurms? Love the name. Any idea why EBB with cutoffs are so hard to find? Any other brands beyond KW and TM doing this style of rifles? Not that I'm aware of at the moment. I know G&G does have magazine cutoffs for some of their higher end guns, like the SGR 556 and the TR80. I believe those two still have mag cutoffs. A lot of their 308 guns had it as well, but the problem with those is that they didn't have any electric blowback or ERG system implemented as well. KWA is the only one that did it. TM obviously with their next generation recoil shock as well, but nobody else. That's the only downside. I think it's a little niche, unfortunately, which sucks to say because I love those guns, especially the KWA with the actual mag cutoff and having the ERG. Like, that's just a match made in heaven, man. That's the best of both worlds. You get the realism aspect from GBB while the convenience of an AEG all rolled into one. Like, that's perfect for me, man. I love that. Thank you for saying bless you. Thank you, appreciate it. What's going on here? What's going on? Oh, I saw that comment. Very contradictory to me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's like, why are people jumping on the fact that, like, we have opinions on things? Like, we're human beings, man. We're not robots. If anything, it's probably better that we have our own opinions, and that maybe it differs from yours. That's a good thing. That means we're human beings and that we're also players too. And there's reasons why we have our opinions too. We're not trying to convince anyone. I've gotten 2 of them and covet the new one from Octurus. And I'm so sorry I cannot sleep. I cannot eat tonight. What are you talking about? Obviously, that guy is garbage tier waifu. You're not wrong. Oh, so at least they are on the water. Yeah, that's the last thing I heard. But at this point, I don't even know, man. Scrolling through. M4 pouches with Kydex inserts or kangaroo M4 pouches. Ooh, RPG lover. That's a very good one. I like all types of pouches, man. I like the hard clamshell style pouches. For my mags personally, I like a harder exterior for my pouches, but I can see the Kydex inserts are pretty nice too. But I've also seen kangaroos as well, maybe like the taco style as well. There's a lot of pros and cons to either or. Generally speaking, I'll be okay with anything, and I prefer any sort of pouch that has an open top, and I don't mean open top with the bungee on top. I will usually prefer just straight open top. I'm not jumping out of planes. The most I'm doing is getting in and out of a vehicle, like a car, or a truck, but that's about it. I'm not like skydiving. I'm not, I'm not halo jumping out of a plane or something, right? So I don't need to have that extra bit of security to keep it in place. So that's fine with me. But yeah, it's honestly a matter of individual preference at the end of the day. It really, really is just a matter of individual preference. Lancer high-speed mag pouches. Yeah, those work oddly very well. I like that ranking video. Oh, thank you. I like that ranking video you guys did, and kind of agree with Bossman. G&G is making nice new things, but fuck, they are expensive. I still have my ARP9 working after 6+ years. Here's the thing. I've never had an issue with G&G guns themselves. They're made very well. Some of the higher end ones, especially where, let's be real, that's where all the innovation G&G is doing right now. They're really focusing on their high end stuff. Some would even say they're over-engineered. They're awesome. They're great. But man, oh man, that's like buying a Bentley, bro. This shit's so expensive. But I would say, if you agree with Bob, that's it. We all have our own opinions. I have my opinion. Boaz has his opinion. We don't agree on everything 100%. I mean, we're friends for a reason. We agree on a lot of stuff. I think we agree on most things, but the things we disagree on, oh man, we definitely disagree on. But we have our own opinions, and we're each entitled to it. What's the expression? Opinions are like buttholes. We all have them, right? That's how it goes. Pretty sure. But yeah, no, I do get what you're saying with the G&G being expensive, man. It sucks because G&G, especially when I was like growing up playing, dude, G&G was like the go-to for anyone starting off in Airsoft, right? You know, what was the old adage, if y'all remember, if y'all old enough, you know, start off with a combat machine, dude. Start off with a G&G combat machine, CM16, CM18. That's just what you did. And for any techs out there, that's what you learned how to work on, right? It was just like, all right, will this work on a G&G? You know? Because the G&G was like, you wanted quality, but you didn't want to have to sacrifice. You wanted price, but you didn't want to sacrifice on quality, is what I was trying to say. You didn't want to sacrifice on quality, but get something that was well within a budget that was reasonable. And that's what G&G used to be. They are definitely not that anymore. You know? I mean, if you can get like a combat machine for less than $200, sure. But I'll be honest, man, like, you can say that I'm like glazing Lancer at that point, but geez, man, like, with all the features that Lancer gives you, even like, especially on their like Gen 3 lines, not even ignoring their Gen 2s, right? Gen 2s are out there, sure, but like Gen 3s, for that amount of value for what you're getting, hell, even Arcturus, they're LWTs, right? Like, I just think that there are way better, more modern options out there that'll more meet the demands of a more competitive beginner player, right? That wants to stay in the game for a little while. Like, that's a solid gun. You'll pretty much only need to get that in order to do like more competitive style gameplay, and you're pretty much set. You know, everything else that you buy is just going to be gravy at that point. But yeah, man, like it is funny how times have definitely changed. The turns have definitely tabled. Yes, guys, make sure to go and take advantage right now of all the discounts we got going on. So specifically, though, for coupon code 2025 going on right now, 2025 will there you go. 2025 will automatically get you 10% off so long as the item is not already discounted. Free shipping on all orders $179 or more. You know, you get yourself the extra savings there as well. We have plenty of new items that are available at this time, including the LTX competition, Maruyama FMG9, folding gas black pistol, so much more. Just make sure to go and take advantage and get your order in during this time frame right now. You got 37 more minutes left of the live stream before we close out. This is going to be your time to increase your odds of winning this week's live stream giveaway, because every $50 you spend will be getting you 2 entries in the live stream giveaway, so do not miss this opportunity. Yeah, like I said, we got 37 minutes left, so if you guys do have any Airsoft-related questions, or you want to ask me just completely random questions, you guys are more than welcome to. This is a hangout stream just for us to kick back, relax, hang out with each other. Yeah, we got a little bit of time, so let's go ahead and make the most of it and have some fun. Let's see, sorry, Rapid Rebel, answer that was no way. Let's see, what was it? Yeah, no, dude, it sucked, man. When we got robbed, I got texted, I think it was a Sunday or Saturday morning when I got texted the last time that we got robbed. Someone, it sucked, man. I was like, man, fucking again? Like, seriously, you know? Here's the thing. I would understand if someone was robbing, like, a grocery store, right? Someone's robbing a grocery store, or someone was, you know, stealing food from a place. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, it sucks. But if I see someone robbing a restaurant, I'm not saying anything. Or a grocery store, I'm not saying it. They're stealing food. You know, like, what the fuck? Like, are you really going to report someone for stealing food? Like, are you serious right now, you know? Like, that person's clearly having a tough time, and you're just making it worse, you know? But you're stealing Airsoft stuff? Like, really? Really? Like, that's just, like, low, man. That's just real low. These are toys at the end of the day. We know what you're doing. He's probably taking them and then trying to resell them. That's ultimately what he's trying to do. Like, and it freaking sucks that someone just has that mentality, you know what I mean? Someone's willing to do that. I know it's obvious, yes, people do messed up stuff all the time. It's reality. A lot of people are evil. That's just the downright truth of it. But you would expect, man, someone who's involved in this hobby in some way, shape, or form would, like, not do some shit like that, you know? Damn, almost caught him in the... I know, man. It sucks. I wish we could have actually seen him there. They try to avoid discussing other... Some things... Oh, God, it moves so fast. Do you base recommendations? Oh, speaking of family, my dad is here, everyone. What's going on, Dad? Do you base recommendations for on a specific playstyle or budget? Both. I have to consider both. Obviously, if a player is telling me that, hey, money is of no concern for me, even then, I still try to let them know, like, hey, you could get this, but here's what typically, like, I would say, like, here's some budgets, like tiers that you can go for. But I always try my best to make sure that I ask customers, whether it be in store or online, hey, where do you think you're going to be playing at? You're going to be playing N1, Tech City, you're doing indoor, more outdoor stuff. Are you more aggressive? Do you like to hang back? I do try to cater the recommendations based on the player specifically. And if I have to tell them, like, hey, for what you're looking for, you might have to, I'd recommend increasing your budget a little bit more. I have no qualms about doing that. I have no qualms about doing that whatsoever. I do try to keep it as fair for my customers as possible. I want them to be more informed more than anything. Because even if, let's say they don't buy anything from us right then and there, I want them to have the good experience of, like, okay, if I need to go somewhere, I trust the guys at GI because they're gonna value me more as a player, more so than just another number for someone that's gonna be spending money with them. You know what I mean? And I think ultimately, as a business too, that's kind of what you want, because you want customers to feel comfortable coming into your place of business, and if they're gonna spend money somewhere, you want them to spend money in a place that they know that they're not going to be either taken advantage of, they're going to be treated with respect, and they're going to be taken care of like an actual person, And as someone that plays this hobby and is very passionate about the hobby, that's what I want. I want more people invested in the hobby. Why the hell am I going to give them a bad time? You know what I mean? I'm going to, make them feel unappreciated, or I'm going to, ultimately that could lend or lead to them just feeling like, this airsoft thing's not for me. I don't want to play anymore. That's a potential person that could have helped continue the lifespan of airsoft that now we just got rid of, Like, there's no point in me doing that. So I try to cater it towards both specifically. That's kind of you kind of have to at that point. At least I feel any good airsoft salesman or any good representative airsoft has to do that. You know what I mean? That's your requirement. That's your job, So another one. Did you ever get the G&G Bato? I think, oh my god, did we? I think we did. I don't remember though. Yeah, we did, but it's sold out. we did get the Bato M4, but it's sold out. We haven't really seen a restock on these. I think it took a while because these are old. Yeah, these I remember we made the announcement for when these went live too, but we haven't really seen too many people rocking these. It took a while for these to move actually. Like, they weren't flying off the shelves or anything. And at that price too, I don't really know, man. I think for that price point, for $240, I'd rather just go for an Arcturus. Like, I'm be real. I'd rather just go for an Arcturus. I feel like you're really not going to start seeing a lot of the cool, crazy stuff from G&G. It sucks to say it, but until you reach that 300, maybe even 350 price point now, just to even see, that super high quality stuff, Like, not saying this isn't good. It is, but it's not going to be mind-blowing, And the value you get from an Arcturus is just so much more. It's just so much more. I'm willing to go far if I have to, but be cool to go somewhere near me. Oh, do you know a Milsim near Colorado that are good, or do you have to travel far? Usually what I tell people to do, one, follow Random Guy Kev, because he actually likes to post a lot of upcoming airsoft events across the U.S., and so maybe you can try to find one there. I don't know of anyone in particular that's going to be exactly in Colorado or near Colorado. You might have to travel a little bit, which I know does suck, and it would be nice to just have one like pretty close down the street or something. But a lot of times you do have to kind of go out of your way, at least somewhat, to go ahead and find something. Like, obviously, yeah, I'm no one to complain. Like, whenever there's a Milsom West Van at George Air Force Base, I literally drive like an hour 30, an hour 40 at most, and I'm there in Victorville, because of traffic. I could probably get there even sooner if I didn't have traffic, but I'm not too far off if I need to. But yeah, normally if you are kind of trying to do the Milsom life, man, yeah, you are gonna have to travel a little bit. I have my eye on something sweet. Ooh, what is it? Prime Tech. I mostly agree with Bossman's list for a few reasons. Something best discussed on a call. I get you. No, again, people can have their own opinions, man. Like I can see where Bossman comes from as well, because again, he's from the industry. Like he's literally living and breathing the industry too, more so than we are, right? Because he's a freaking owner, right? So it definitely makes sense why he thinks that way. Again, I'm just saying, as a player, these are our thoughts. Rapid Revel, planning on going to Battle for LA in Victorville. My wife is wanting to run an SMG, and she's always been fond of the P90. Just needs to find one with good aftermarket support. P90s in general, they were a platform that you could actually find a good amount of aftermarket support. Not so much anymore, and not just in terms of internal components, but also magazines. I know a few do exist out there, and if you want to go for it, by all means do it. Just bear in mind, you are going to be a little bit limited when it comes to the aftermarket support in terms of the OEM components and magazines. I think, is the most important thing. Mags, dude, it's so hit or miss. That's the biggest gripe that I have about P90. And I have one. I have a classic Army P90. I have what is it? It's I gotta use. It's like the one that has the built-in optic already, and it's got the like very unique handguard on this. It's like the tactical handguard where it has like it's a bunch of like quad rails. It's kind of interesting. I took it off because I just like the regular, traditional silhouette of the P90. But mags are 100% hit or miss, dude. Like some of them work great, some of them are like very. I thought the G&G ones would work perfectly for my needs. They do not, unfortunately. The G&G. Their P90, I forget what they call it. Their P90 magazines do not work well with like the classic Army ones, and it freaking sucks because that's what like a few guys that I know have one of those. Oh yeah. I don't know why they don't just make it standard. Whatever. It's you're gonna have to maybe do a little bit of fitment for. I mean, AKs have been that way for a while too. Not all AK mags fit with each other. There is a little bit of fitment sometimes you do have to do with AKs because there are so many different, I guess, variants of the AK that exist out there in terms of internal spec, and so they are not interchangeable. They are not 100% interchangeable. P90 is one of the easiest to work on, but like she says, it's hard to find aftermarket parts for particular. Yeah, no, 100%. That sucks because I love the P90, dude. I really, really do. I just like FN, dude. I really like FN, dude. If I had to pick my absolute favorite, like firearms manufacturer, like most of the guns that I like, they're all FN. FN her style, man. This freaking, I love the Belgians, dude. What time will you be there for Wildlands? Rusty, I want to see if I can try to get there early. I normally am the type of person that likes to get there midday and then just play the last couple hours. I want to see if I can get there early, maybe around 9 o'clock, maybe 10 at the latest. I want to see if I can get there at 9, just because I want to get there, play the first couple of games as soon as I can, and then that way I can leave a little bit earlier. Maybe leave at like either 3 o'clock. Now, I don't want to know if I want to stay till 4, because every time I do, and I have to drive back, traffic is always killer at that time. And it takes me like an hour, close to 2 hours to get back home, when in reality it should only take me an hour 20, So if I leave a little bit earlier, I might be able to make up for that time in traffic, and I'll still be home before the sun gets down. I'll answer that one as well. Scrolling down. What's the algorithm? I'm willing to go far and answer that one as well. Use Google or Facebook. Yeah, it's true. Facebook groups, man. Facebook groups, looking up online, like Milsim events near me. That's a great tool that people have been using for a long time, just to see like what sort of upcoming events are coming soon. Chef, I need something precise, robust. I love that, dude. I love that John Wick 2. That scene was like my absolute favorite in the movie. I think in the whole franchise. More like I love the gunfights in there, but just something about the arming up scene, right? Him like getting all the guns is just so cool to me, right? It just felt like the extreme boutique version of what I do, right? Because I tried to do. I think we even did a skit about this too a while back. I did it with Justin when we were still at the old location. We're just like, and I even use the freaking coin as well. That they use in the Continental coin. I actually used one of those, and I did the whole bit with Justin as well. It was so funny, and he ended up hooking me up with like a pit viper. Was the whole push of the video to the promo to promote it. That was so funny. Dude, good times. But yeah, that's like one of my favorite scenes ever. It's just so cool. It's dripping with atmosphere. It's so sick. It really solidifies that whole underground world of assassins. Oh, it's such a good scene. I can watch that scene over and over again. I never get tired of it. Oh god, it moves so fast. RPG lover, standalone or rail-mounted grenade launcher? Ooh, I like both. I am not picky about either or. I will say, rail-mounted does make your gun a lot more cumbersome, but if you work out like I do, it should not be a problem. Extra weight, no issue, man, no issue. But standalone is nice because it's a lot easier to carry around on its own. The only downside is, where are you gonna carry it? You know, you're gonna have to carry it in your backpack or something. You're gonna, like, where would you? You're gonna holster it? Like, where are you carrying it? You know, that's the only downside. Maybe in like a utility pouch if it's small enough, you can do one of those. But nah. Where is this? If you don't find any Milsim events in Colorado, Lion Claws is running events in my month in Nevada and CA in May. Battle for LA is happening, I think, in March as well. Yeah, I believe it's in March is when it's happening. Been a while, but love coming back and seeing the videos and content. God bless you, bro. Woods Wolf Airsoft. Dude, that's a name I haven't seen in a hot minute. Dude, welcome back, dude. It's always a pleasure to have you on these streams. I like it when like guys keep coming back. Even if you know you're not a super regular member, I do try to remember all you guys as much as I can, you know? I try to remember the names as best as I possibly can. It's like, you know, seeing a friend that I haven't seen in a hot minute. It's always nice when I'm able to do that. Thoughts on the Maruyama FMG9? Oh, okay, let's get into this. Here, I'm pull it up too. FMG. I'll pull this bad boy up. Right there. All right. FMG9, baby. Thoughts on it? It's cool, man. Here's the thing. If you're going for practicality, yeah, obviously you go with an AEG. If you really want a more convenient pistol, of course you're gonna go for, you know, a high kappa. Maybe even a Glock to an extent, right? Here's the thing. I'm not looking for something that's boring or bland or vanilla. I want something fun. I want something that's going to want me to be playing more on the field and be excited about the hobby. This checks all the boxes, man. And it's actually G-Spec internals. It is actually G-Spec internals, right? Literally VFC Glock spec internals. So magazines, very easy to find. Parts are becoming more and more readily available. It already has the fun switch on this bad boy. It's super. Look at this. It literally turns into a little case. It's about the size of a Nintendo DS XL, you know? It's not that big. And then you pull the charging handle back and it's ready to rock, and you can deploy it even with, or tuck it away even with the extendo mag included. Like, it's so cool. It's so freaking sick, you know? I have nothing but good things to say about the FMG9. It's not even that expensive, honestly, if you really think about it. $249 for not a kit, but an already assembled gun? Yes. All the yeses to that. Absolutely yes. You know, I think this is a very, very fun, unique offering that is going to really, really just put a smile on your face every time you use it, you know? And again, it's not the most impractical thing in the world either. You know, I can totally see someone bringing one of these to a Milsim event, especially if there's a little bit more LARPing elements to it. Right, you got to do a little more role-playing. Someone tucks this away inside of a jacket pocket inside, right? You know, they're walking around, oh, I'm an unarmed civilian. And when they have their backs turned, you pull it out, just unload on people, you know? That's cool. Like, this is actually really, really freaking sick. Let's see here. What do you think about the FCM? Haven't seen that movie. It's say Sevilla High Kappa PC. Sevilla High Kappa PCC. Not sure. I love Anton Chigurh's shotgun. No Country for Old Men. Dude, that movie's scary. That movie is terrifying. That is a scary movie. I remember putting it on. Jazz and I were like, she was like, I want to watch the movie. I haven't seen it in years. And I never finished it. I was like, all right, cool, let's watch it. And immediately we started watching it, and she's like, I don't want to watch it anymore. It's too scary. I was like, okay. Dude, that movie actually is freaking terrifying. He does such a good job in that movie. Okay, scrolling down. Guys, you got 20 minutes left on the live stream. If you have any at all questions, even if they're not airsoft related, it's totally okay. Just make sure to go ahead and put the letter Q in front of your question. It makes it a lot easier for me to see. Oh man, my allergies going crazy. Let's see. Man, this is Earth Girls easy. Now that's a throwback. Let's see. Answer that one. Any thoughts on P320 X carry? Ooh, the X carry, bro. The X carry. Well, the 320 platform in general Oh, hey, the X carries are back. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, because these were out of stock for a while. These just sold out. Finally we got some more in. Yeah, dude, the X carries, dude. I think they're sick. You know, I really do like the X carry. I think the 320 platform as a whole, I'm being serious. I know everyone's going to say BS, you know, never replace the high kappa. I'm being serious. I genuinely believe in like a couple years, the 320 is going to give the high kappa a severe run for its money as like the go-to platform out there. The high kappa is like, especially you go overseas, man, the high kappa is overplayed. High kappa is overplayed. They're starting to look into other platforms as well, and it's going to be a matter of time. Might take some time for sure, but it will only be a matter of time before the U.S. catches up to the Asian market as well. The 320, man, there's so many things that are going to be coming out for it. So much potential. It's a hotbed, a literal hotbed of potential with the 320, utilizing that that FCU system that they got going on, the modular FCU. Like, it's such an awesome system. I just want them to start making like pre-upgraded FCUs, fire control units and stuff, like just to buy as this, so you can just pop out the control unit and just swap out as needed. It's like super quick and easy and convenient. Like, I really see a lot of potential for the 320. I think as is on its own, the X carry actually is a very solid gun. I have no issues with it whatsoever. Magazines you can definitely still get. And the fact that you can get slides now for it too, like from PH Plus, like it's a great gun, and it performs solid too. It performs so good. Keep asking, get more people to do the same, and it might just happen. Though anything is possible. That's true. Let's see. Is here any mag pouches for the H? I'm sorry. Is there? Okay, I think is there any mag pouches for the HK M1? Oof, DC. That's a tough one. Those are some chunky mags. As someone who also enjoys the battle rifle and who is very much about that battle rifle lifestyle, it is tough. It is very tough because even for a 308 style like mag pouch, 7.62x51 mag pouch, the HK M110 or M17 or not M17, 417 style magazines. Those are some big mags, dude. Those are some chunky magazines. We have a few 7.62 pouches that might work. I know we're working on getting some more in online as well. Like, there's actually going to be some that are like adjustable, or you can actually change them. They'll either work specifically for 5.56 or 7.62x51 style mags. Those are coming soon. Let's see here, 7.62. Let's see what I can find. I think we might still have some pouches left. Okay, these are inserts. Those might work pretty well. These might... those are kind of tough. That's kind of tough. AK pouches might work too, but they're not as girthy or wide. I'd say maybe some inserts like these could potentially work. Obviously, I just have the OD green one just because, you know, why not? These might work, but it might be a little cramped. I'm just saying it might be a little cramped for it because those pouches are so freaking thick, dude. I wish that they would make more like options for larger caliber style mag pouches. Thankfully we have some, but not a ton. Just not a ton, unfortunately. But I think those would probably be your best bet, possibly. You don't want to go for like the hard plastic ones, like the Kydex style mag pouches, just because those are going to be a lot more restrictive. It may not give you as much play that you might need to accommodate that style magazine. Let's see, cause not many people are cultured like us, Isaias and Rapid. I appreciate that. I am indeed a man of culture as well. Bobby Egg and Pit Buyer for me. The rest of the high kappas don't really appeal to me that much. As I get older, I don't want to say I 100% agree with that, Jeremy Wilson, but I know exactly where you're coming from. Like, a lot of times you could look at like a new high kappa that comes out and it's just like, oh, it's just another high kappa, right? But when you look at a Baba Yaga, specifically Baba Yaga 2 for me, or when you look at a Pit Viper or a Sand Viper, right? Those are cool guns. Those are just really, really cool guns, and there's something awesome and unique about them as well, right? Obviously, the Pit Vipers, the Alphas, the Sand Viper, the Combat Master. Those are like the officially licensed stuff, right? So obviously, yeah, they're good looking comp pistols, and they look sick. And if you want to get even technical, right, even a movie pistol, right? You're talking about the the Pit Viper. But when I look at the Baba Yaga 2, the fact that it's using that CO2 system, it's literally the hardest kicking high cap on the market. Like, it offers something else, and I think that's what ultimately is kind of doing it for me, is because I like seeing something that isn't just trying to be like your standard, issue something. You know what I mean? It's not trying to just do the same thing. It's trying to offer something even unique. Even the Lance Tactical Heracles, even though that is using a TM spec high cap of 5.1 design, the fact that it comes included with the optic there already, and it has some really nice externals, makes it feel more worth it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's something else about it. It's not just a standard 5.1. I found some Condor radio pouches work, but not really ethical. I don't know about the ethical part about it. I mean, if it works, man, it works. You got to do whatever is going to work for you, man. So I never fell into the high cap of fat. I can see myself picking up a 320 soon. Yeah, dude, honestly, Alvin, I would say if you were ever looking to jump on the 320 train, I would say jump on it early while they're still available. You know what I mean? While you can still easily get them. Because 320s right now, I can definitely see them being on the come up soon. But I can totally see people being like, in the future, being like, oh, I should have picked up all these parts and all this stuff for, all these slides, sooner than later. I should have jumped on it before now everyone wants it and it's hard to get, right? It's always sold out. But yeah, I'd say a 320 is going to be a really solid investment, man. VSS or SVD? Ooh, Danny Corella. That's a tough one. Both are really, really cool guns. I think I'm going to go with... I feel like if I go with the VSS, I feel like the VSS is too easy, right? Like, I feel like that's such like, everyone loves the VSS, right? Everyone loves the VSS. I think the VSSs are really cool. So I like the ones that we even have for Airsoft, right? I think especially LCT, they make some banging VSSs, but there's something classic too about the SVD. SVD is just a classic, like very iconic looking rifle. You really can't go wrong with an SVD. I think for Airsoft's sake though, VSS is more convenient. But an SVD is still cool, man. An SVD is still cool. I wouldn't be mad if I had either. I would not be mad if I had either, and I'd run both of them just the same. Daniel Silva, I'm new to the game, and your YouTube channel and the lives are very helpful. I love how involved you guys are, and thank you. Dude, no worries, man. That's exactly what we're trying to do here. That's literally the point of these streams, and I appreciate you noticing that. Yes, I greatly do appreciate that. We try our very best to let people know that, hey, we're here. We want to help people out as much as we can. We want to talk Airsoft. We want the community to be involved. Thank you, man. It really does. That actually fucking made my night. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Might need to shoot. I might need to grab two. Yeah, dude. Grab one for... Oh, wait. That's right. You're dual. I was going to say, maybe grab one for you and then one for Trinity as well. Maybe you can do like the bronze and she can do a silver or black, whichever colors you guys prefer. I just thought it'd be kind of cool if you guys had like matching ones. I don't know. I thought it'd be kind of cute. Oh god. Might be a personal question, but is Airsoft business a good business to go into? Like, do you make good living off the Airsoft? If you don't want to answer that, you don't have to. Dragon Pickle? No, I can answer that. You can. It's one of those businesses that, or industries, I should say, that is kind of tough to get into. It is a little tough to get into. Like, you can get like an entry-level job into the industry or the hobby for sure, right? Like, as long as brick and mortar stores are a thing, there will always be a need for, employees in that regard. Hell, maybe even in the shipping, departments, customer service line of work. It can be taxing. I've been in this industry since 2017, so what is that? 8 years now at this point? Yeah, 8 years. It's February now. It's been 8 years since I've been working in this industry, and I've done a lot of stuff. I've done a lot of stuff. I've done everything from, working customer service phone lines, helping out with shipping, pulling orders. I've done storefront. Obviously, that was like my bread and butter. Managing the storefront. I still do that even to this day. Marketing as well. whether it be for, putting together videos, having to film, stuff on my own, just literally just equipped with just my phone, just having to use whatever apps were available to me at the time that I could just self-teach myself how to do things. It can be very tiring. And like any small business, of course, it's not even Airsoft exclusive. This is any small business in general. You will be the type of person, you will kind of have to be the type of person that can basically do it all and is very self-sufficient. You don't really need too many people telling you like what you need to do at all times. You're kind of just like, all right, very pick up and go, very fast paced a lot of times. Could you make decent money? Yeah, it's possible for sure. But just like anything else, it requires a lot of patience. And for you to kind of make your own opportunities, Like there was an opportunity for me to go out and stream, that needed to be filled, because Cisco was doing it initially and he wanted someone, he wasn't going to be able to go out and do it as often. So he needed someone to help kind of not replace him, but take over essentially these streams. And I saw an opportunity for myself and I was like, yeah, why not? Right. There's a lot of like room for opportunities and growth in the industry for sure, and that can definitely lead like to decent pay for sure. But it is one of those you kind of have to carve your own little niche out of and really make yourself stand out and do some real good in order for you to be able to have those opportunities be presented to you in the first place. It's not gonna fall on your lap. You really got to work for it. I'm definitely in this for sure for like the love more than anything, and 100% dedication to it. But I mean, it's what I love at the end of the day. Every job is always going to be a job. There's always going to be hard work. There's always going to be things you might not like about a job that you currently have. But damn it, man, if I don't fucking love Airsoft, if I don't freaking love, being able to know that I helped someone get into the hobby and have a good time and make sure that they were involved in the hobby for as long as, I could possibly get them, if not being a lifer like myself, like Boaz, like a lot of you guys too. Well, we're in this for life, man. We're in this till we literally freaking die, till we drop dead. So if I can be a positive part of that, then I know that I've done my job, and I need to continue doing that for as long as I am possibly on this earth. Even if I'm not ever at some point employed by GI, if I can still keep doing this, to some capacity, yeah, that's the goal, bro. That's 100% the goal. And of course, be able to continue doing this and to be able to provide a life for my family that I want to start building. Okay, he's going through. When you put your pants on left, what the frick? When you put your pants on left leg or right? That's a really good question, actually. I don't even know. I'm right-handed, but I definitely do a lot of stuff with my left side of my body. Like, I'm left eye dominant. I think when I put on my pants, I think I do left leg first. Yeah, I think I lead a lot with my left leg for some reason, even though I'm right-handed. I don't know, man. Again, I'm not built right. I'm built very incorrectly. Thoughts on the Tandem Cross Cthulhu? Nothing but the truth. Hey, man, I love the Cthulhus. I think they're freaking sick. I love how many unique colorways that there exist of it. I love that it's already built off of the pre-existing AAP01 platform. Yeah, I think it's a freaking sick platform. I think there's a lot of potential for it as well, because again, it is still a very, very nice, souped-up AAP01. It literally is what it is. Land Tactical from our Stepson for Xmas, and I can't figure out where the hop-up is, man. It doesn't have. Okay, what is this? LTR. Oh, goodness gracious. What is this? Let me take a look at this. LTR338S. What exactly am I looking at here? Oh, my goodness. Oh, Jesus Louises. These guys. Okay. Just like Memple. I don't know if these have hop up. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm not 100% certain. I think these might be using a fixed hop up design, but let me double check. Yeah, I think this is going to be either a fixed hop up design. It takes like VSR internal like barrel components, but I'm not 100% certain with the hop up on this guy. Yeah, if you're opening it, normally there would be like a little lever to do it if it's VSR 10 style, but okay. Yeah, that one, I don't think that one is going to have an adjustable hop. As far as I can tell, DM us with that exact model number, so we can look into this as well. I don't have too much personal experience with this one. I've held it in my hands, but I've never fielded it, so I've never had to adjust the hop up myself. I don't think it uses though an adjustable hop up, but again, I could be wrong about that. DM us with this. We'll get back to you as soon as we possibly can. Peace out, Prime. Good night, everybody. In case so, no worries, DJ. Thank you for pulling through the stream, man. Guys, we got 5 minutes left of the live stream. If you have any questions at all, or any suggestions or anything that you want to talk about, Airsoft or not, by all means, feel free to go and put it in the live chat. And make sure to get those orders in during these last now 4 minutes left. Any $50 or more that you place will automatically get you 2 entries into the live stream giveaway, but only for the next couple minutes. Tito 1201 MGC4 Mark III ETA. It looks like in the next 2 months, possibly. Looking like it's. I know they're on the water right now. When you okay, answer that one as well. Boys back to work in the AM. I answered that one as well. Saw that. Asking the real questions tonight. RPG loves. Yeah, no, absolutely, dude. You got the world. The people gotta know. The people gotta know what leg does Isaias use to put on his pants first? No, yeah, no lever, yeah. Then I think it might just be a fixed hop-up design. But again, could be wrong about that. Is there a brand that you refuse to sell their stuff on your... Ooh, Dragon Pickle. I mean, we've carried stuff before from various brands before. We've just had them before they, like, maybe decided to have all exclusive distribution rights to the other place. Like, we'll still carry a few of them just because we have them already. Like, they were already stocked with us. Maybe, like, Specna, you know? Let's go Specna Arms as a brand, like, you know, exclusively worked out a deal with the other place. But it's funny because even then, it's like, at the end of the day, if people want a Specna, they can just get a Lancer. Literally, it's the same freaking thing. It comes from the same gosh dang factory. And they're like, oh, what about the Specna Primes? Here's the thing. The newer Gen 4s that are coming out are going to have a lot of the same features that the Specna Primes already do. You know, so... Not really missing out on too much there. There's not really any brand though that I like specifically that I personally refuse. You know, I very much have been on the like, hey, the more brands we have, the more models we sell, the more likely we are to, you know, be able to satisfy everyone's needs and be able to secure more orders. That's the way I've always kind of looked at it myself personally. Well, I got ahead, guys. I'm not really feeling too good. Hopefully I get better before Saturday. Yeah, hopefully I can see you there, Victor. Make sure you get some plenty of rest and drink some chicken noodle soup. You know, that'll always make you feel better. Oh man, it's been a nice, very laid back stream. I've been very, very happy with these streams. I think as much as I love the giveaway streams, I think Tuesday streams are always going to be my favorite. It just feels very, very chill, very laid back, very relaxed, and not very low stakes. You know, I can just hang out and talk with you guys as well. And just chill, man, and just chill. I think I love these streams a lot, and I take these streams for granted sometimes. I think when I was at SHOT, I definitely missed having the streams. Like, I definitely missed out on having those streams, man. Like, I was like, man, I fucking want to live stream again. I don't know. I definitely miss it. I definitely want to keep doing this for a while. Make sure I'm cute. Isaias, did you say cute? We're not going for cute. We're going for badassery. I like them, but the agency arms one is what's got me interested in the P320 while looking at for G19 ones. Actually, one of the ones that actually got me interested too was the freaking PTS booth at SHOT Show. The freaking the Killer Innovation slide. That looked cool as hell, dude. That looked awesome. I can't wait for those to come out. Those I'm really curious about as well. Bullpup SVD, Daniel Corella. Yes. All the yeses to that. So I'm taking the PH plus. No, they're not. Sorry, I'm talking about the PH plus on the GI side. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I think we're all caught up. I'm only 200 away from my boomstick, though I've been saving for it. Hey, I can't wait for you to be able to go ahead and drop the money for that one. RPG Love, if someone orders all the parts, can they request the tech service to pre-assemble the parts? I mean, if we have the gun, sure. Yeah, we could probably do that. I don't see why not. And we love you, Isaias. Thank you, Chef. Thank you. Or I remember that one. Yeah, no. If you order all the parts and you have the gun with you, like, or whether you check it in, or if you were to buy all the parts, buy the gun, and then you also bought the tech service, yeah, we can do the install for you. It'll take some time, but like we can totally do that for you as well. That is definitely something that is within our abilities. Speak Easy Edition. Nice. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today's live stream. It is now 9:30. Hopefully, you guys took advantage of the promotion and got yourselves those extra entries into this week's live stream giveaway. Guys, it has been absolutely real. I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in for today's live stream. If you guys like this stream, make sure to leave a like on the stream itself. Make sure to continue supporting the channel directly by getting all your Airsoft goodies at airsoftgi.com. Again, I appreciate every single one of you guys for taking the time out of your day to hang out with myself and the rest of the Mayo Gang. You guys have yourself a fantastic night, and I'll see y'all on Thursday for the live stream giveaway. Take it easy, y'all.